So this video is actually a little bit different from most of my videos. This is a book review, and it's a book review on the series called The Hunger Games. And this is a series that I actually didn't think that I would like, and a friend recommended it to me. And when I started reading, I don't know, I basically thought the story was morbid. And this was just like within the first few pages. I was like, why did she suggest this book? Why did I buy this book? But then I kept on reading, and what seemed to be a morbid story when I first started was actually a really life-affirming, thought-provoking social commentary and a really good story that made you care about the characters. The first book is The Hunger Games. Second book is Catching Fire, which is actually my favorite book, although I like the whole series together. And then the last book is Mockingjay. I've basically read all three of these books in 5 days. 5 days! And I was not expecting to do that. I had other things to do, and I started reading this book, and I was thinking, oh my goodness, why am I reading this? And then I got into the story, and then I bought the second book, and I couldn't put it down, and then I got the third book. Actually, I got the second and the third book in the same day at different stores because I decided that I absolutely needed the third book just after I got the second book. I'm going to tell you what the premise of the story is. And yes, it does sound morbid, but it's not. The story is actually really life-affirming and really intriguing. It's probably the biggest page-turner book that I've read. This review is no spoilers. I'm going to make another review with spoilers. I'm going to read you the synopsis in the back. I'm not going to put in my own words because I'm worried that I might give away a spoiler, and I really don't want to. It says, "In the ruins of a place once called North America lies the nation of Panem, a shining capital surrounded by 12 outlying districts. The capital is harsh and cruel, keeping the districts in line by forcing them all to send one boy and one girl between the ages of 12 and 18 to participate in the Hunger Games, a fight to the death on live TV." So there's a twist on reality TV shows for you. 16-year-old Katniss Everdeen regards it as a death sentence when she steps forward to take her sister's place in the games. Now you can tell that you're going to kind of be intrigued by the main character. But Katniss has been close to dead before, and survival for her is second nature. Without really meaning to, she becomes a contender. But if she is to win, she will have to start making choices that weigh survival against humanity and life against love. And oh my goodness, that last sentence there it really portrays the book. Essentially, these kids who are put in this arena, they have to either kill or be killed. Some of them do die from hunger, as called the Hunger Games. But I almost feel like this is a society that is starving for life and love and humanity. I kind of felt like I had been in a war once I finished all three books, which is probably a really bad thing to say because I can't even imagine what it would be like to be in a war. There is kind of a love story, a love triangle thing that I don't want to call a love triangle because that's not the point of the story. Whatever kind of love story parts of the story there are, they're very life-affirming, and they're essential to the story, and they're interesting. It's not your typical love-struck teenagers risking other people's lives in order to just be together. It's so much more than that. And yes, I hope that this never becomes like an Edward versus Jacob thing. It's been said that a lot of Harry Potter fans would like this series, and I agree. I like Harry Potter. I'm rereading the books actually because I read them so quickly and I feel like I missed out a little bit. The story is very conflict driven. You're in constant worry about like what's gonna happen next. How is everybody gonna be? It's a page turner. You can't put it down. Once you get past the first few pages where you're like, this society is really messed up. Once you get past that and you get really into the story, whether you do like more like serious novels or you like more lighthearted ones, I think it has things in there for everyone. It really does a good job at showing and not telling. You feel like you're watching a movie, but you also feel like you're kind of part of it because it's written in the first person from Katniss's perspective. It's enjoyable. It's an enjoyable read. So don't think it's going to be like a depressing book. You're going to want to know what happens next. The characters are really likable. Well, Most of them are. I can't tell you which ones are likable and which ones are not, because that's for you to read and find out and decide for yourself. And the character development is interesting. You kind of grow with the characters. Because it's written in the first person, your perspective changes along with Katniss's perspective. You see that, I guess, a little bit more when you read all 3 books, but you can even see that in The Hunger Games. And I think The Hunger Games is probably the best written book. Catching Fire was my favorite book, and people have said that it was like the less violent one, which is probably why I liked it, because yeah. But and then Mockingjay, yeah, I don't know what to say about Mockingjay. My next video is going to talk about it. So I do recommend these books. These are going to be in the young adult or teen section. I would have reservations with having anyone like 12 or under read it, just because it does deal with serious topics and there is violence in there. It really makes you think. Like, there's no way to really read this thing without thinking. Even if you don't want to think, if you're just like going at it for like a light read, you can get through the book really quickly, but it will kind of stick with you. It can kind of be not only a social commentary, but a commentary on ourselves if we reflect on that. When you're reading these books, try to think about which characters you relate to, because there are the capital people who essentially the games are televised, so it's like a reality game TV show where people die. And the way that they treat it like a holiday and everything, we obviously don't have the same political situation that they do, but how would we respond if we were in that situation? Would we be excited? Would we be sad? Would we be like, oh, they're so cute, too bad they're gonna die, and then go and have a nice big dinner? Like, how would we be responding in this story? These books will actually probably be made into movies. Suzanne Collins did write the script, so I trust that the movies will be good. Another thing that I want to say is please do not leave spoilers in the comments section. That kind of happened to me when I watched some of the other videos when I was deciding whether to buy the book or not. I read some spoilers and I actually confused some of the characters because I didn't know who they were when I read the comment, and I just kind of was expecting something to happen that never happened. And yeah, so maybe if you haven't read the books yet, try to stay away from the comment section of most of the reviews, because you might get some spoilers in there that you didn't want to read. And some of the reviews, I honestly have to say, have spoilers in them, even if they don't say that they have spoilers. And then the other thing, what else? I wanted to say something else. Yeah, don't read the synopsis of the other books, which I did, before you're done with the book. So when you're done with this book, then you can read what this book is about, and then when you're done with this book, you can read what this book's about, because if you don't do it like that, you're gonna be like, what the hey, what's going on? And it kind of gives away a little bit of the story. This is my review. I'm gonna go now because it's getting too long. If you guys want to see my shirt, this actually has nothing to do with the Hunger Games, but I feel like it's appropriate. It's essentially a dove and a peace sign. A dove and a peace sign. And I feel like it kind of goes with the theme of this story. So yeah, I had this shirt and I'm wearing it for the review. So read the books if you want to, and I will talk to you guys later. And I guess you guys are gonna see me on my spoilers video after you've read the books. Okay, have a great day, and I will talk to you guys soon. Okay, bye!